Okay, so Dokkan's kind of dead. We're gonna do a race here. We're with the Masked Ningen, and we're gonna be doing God Goku versus Kale. There's been a lot of discussion on who the better TUR is, and we're just gonna, have some fun with that. Take the teams against the Red Zone stage and see how well they do. This is actually part 2. Part 1 is on Ningen's channel, and I'll let Ningen talk about it because it was quite a interesting one.
Well, I don't think we should spoil it. It was fun. You should definitely go check it out. We obviously talk about this in part 1, but a race, it's the whole team counts. So one team winning a race doesn't necessarily mean that unit is better than the other one. But part 1 was definitely a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this one as well. I've changed up the team very slightly. I think I've only made 1 substitution, so I'm not sure if your team is looking any different. But yeah, I'm just good and ready to go and see how we get on. I think this will be a good stage for a race because the Red Zone, we're doing Red Zone Freezer for this one, which isn't the hardest one, but it's one of those ones. It's fairly long, even with like a powerful team, so it's a good one for a race, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that, part 1, the Gamma team wasn't really that great for the Kale team. I feel like this, I said the Gamma team, but the Gamma Red Zone, right? This Red Zone is going to be a lot easier for the units to be able to build up and then get stronger. So then by the end, when it's actually much, much difficult, our units are, all set to go, right? I didn't really make any changes to... Sorry, I'll put from part 1, right? Because the team doesn't really have that many options, but the options that are there are very strong.
Yeah, because also for this one, it's like the fun. Obviously, when you go into these hard events, you always have to think about like what typing is the final boss, and obviously the final full power Frieza is tech. But by the time you get that far into the event and Kale's transformed, she's gonna have guard if you have the Universe 6 ally, or she's just gonna have super high defense, right, if you've been building around.
Yeah, so I actually made a last minute change. I put Gogeta Blue, the TUR, instead of AGL or Gohan. That might work out better, especially in the last phase, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah, because that Frieza, like LR Gohan is good, like, and if you, well, I guess in this event it's probably impossible to transform, right, because you'd have to bring an android. So I mean, his stacking would be good for the later phase, but I know full power Frieza does hit pretty hard with the super. So.
Yeah, we'll see, right? I think Gogeta's a better option, but if he frauds me out, then I will cry. I think we're good at this point. Let's just hop in. I'll count down and we'll start on go, okay?
Yeah, no worries. Let's go.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's see our rotations. What about that?
All right.
These are fine, actually. I think these are okay.
Yeah, not the worst. So I tried to, we'll see if he beats the fraud allegations in this particular run. But I decided, given that he has guaranteed crits against Frieza and does get the 200% leader skill from this new God Goku, I thought I would bring LR Namek Goku on the team. So we'll see, we'll see if he can do decently well in this event, because he got a bit of a bad reputation for a while after his release when content started to get a little bit harder. But I think when Cell Max released, he kind of got a little bit of that shine back.
Yeah.
So it was actually a very solid option for that event. So we'll see if he can come in.
Funny enough, I think that's still my best performing video on my channel. Is it? Let me check. The Namek Goku versus Cell Max, right? I think that still did.
You did that
really,
pretty much
really
straight
well
away, didn't you? So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it is still my by far my best performing video on the channel. Very most viewed, I guess you could say.
Nice. Yeah, because I managed to do. It took me a while because I think I was doing attempts on stream, but I did a run where it was like double Namek Goku versus Cell Max, like actually running his team. That was pretty fun. But yeah, he's pretty decent for that event. Okay, how do I get the most?
This is annoying.
With you?
I'm gonna have to do this, and I'm gonna hope he doesn't instantly super me. And as long as he doesn't instantly super me, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm on the second phase, and it's like just like with Broly, it's like trying to think about like where is the AoE gonna be, like where do I need to put my units, like.
Yeah, right. I guess one thing I realized, Piccolo doesn't have his guard here because we don't have a Bond Master or Disciple ally on this team, right? Because that's why I had Gohan on there. But I think that it's fine because he doesn't really need the guard in this fight to build up like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Kale should be fine now because he at least got a double super. The issue is that you want to get the Gales together as a rotation at turn 4. I feel like that's very, very important. And then you want to get the blue fusions together. And then that's when you really could start cooking these bosses, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like we were saying in part 1, it's like Kale's team needs a couple of turns to get set up and get some build up. And then once you actually get that, like you get the 2 Kales together, you get the blue fusions to transform, then obviously the team can go crazy. Whereas God Goku, with the entrance animation buff and everything, he's like super powerful straight away, and then starts to taper off a little bit. Obviously it depends how many stacks you get as you go. And then he has that Super Saiyan form transformation. The more I've used him, the more I've now gotten to the point where I basically only ever use that now as like a backup. Like I'll just use it to like finish the boss, like kind of thing.
Yeah, I see what you mean there. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, like you both do the same thing at the same time.
I wasn't sure what to do on this rotation because I had double int units. So I was like, even though maybe I should have saved it for later, I just decided to say screw it and use Namek Goku's active skill because obviously it gets the guaranteed crit, so it just obliterated Frieza. But
the issue with this,
that'll come back to haunt me.
The issue that I'm running into here. Okay, I dodged with that. Oh, okay. Ouch, ouch. That did a lot of damage, so I'm gonna use a Senzu Bean. Senzu Bean for sure, right? You could use items here, but okay, get a normal. No, you got a super. Kale and Caulifla have been off rotation, and then I'm pushing them off again, so they're like getting no attacks. Okay, please don't get another one. Thank you. Okay, at least they get 1 stack and 1 attack, and that's going to be important for them. But they're really only here to let me transform with Kale, right? That's the reason for them being here, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing that you notice a lot, because like it's why team building is so important. Like you can't just throw a bunch of units on a team that all the units are good and then that team is good, because it's kind of like the example you just gave. It's one of the things you can notice. If you have a lot of units on your team that either need to attack a certain amount of times or be hit a certain amount of times for them to actually be, you know, putting in their best performance when you get to the later stages, and then you're floating those units off, and then the other units are going crazy, so those units never get hit or never attack, then suddenly you get to the final phase and they just absolutely let you down. So
yeah, I hope that in this, against the AGL Frieza, they should be able to get a couple more attacks off. With how the rotations are looking, I might be able to like float them off right before we get to the final phase against the tech full power Frieza, because I'm on 3rd form right now and I'm obliterating them a little with the Kales.
Yeah, I've just gotten to AGL Frieza now, so
oh wow, you're moving quick through there, huh?
Yeah, it's that's what I say. God Goku's team is definitely, there's definitely units that have the power, but I mean, like, I've used items as well because I'm using the LR Gods because they're a great link partner for Goku, but this is obviously another phase or another event where there's an int phase, so I decided to pop an item, although of course, as always happens with those kind of things, I used the item and then they proceeded to dodge every single attack, so
oh.
I didn't even need to, but you know. That's the thing about the gods, right? Having that dodge chance, even though it is RNG reliant, and obviously it's helped if you can pick up a decent amount of rainbow orbs. Talking about once they've transformed, obviously. Like, they can still be super good in events where you can dodge, because you get the 18 key super, you cancel out one of the attacks, they get their guaranteed additional, so then their defense is high enough that they tank, like, all normals, and then depending on how many rainbow orbs you've picked up, they just dodge, like, hopefully the super attack, and then you're all good. So
yeah, I transform with the blues against the 3rd form Frieza, which kind of sucks. I really wish I could have used this against the final form Frieza, right, with Tech BB out here, but it's fine. We still may be okay. Don't crit. Yeah, I kind of want them to build up this Tech BB without critting here. That'll like slow me down though, but I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Well, you just crit anyways, because my attack VB has like 26 or more crit, right?
Yeah, because he's out of the two, it's like full crit for him and then full additional for Gogeta, isn't it? So
Yeah, pretty much, because Gogeta gets the guaranteed crit at 24 key. Okay, Frieza, you're not gonna do anything here, buddy. You could just not super me. Thank you. Yeah, 16k. Good job, buddy. Hopefully, we absolutely demolish this Frieza, but we'll see, right?
oh, dodge Goku. Oh god, Goku didn't dodge the super.
Ooh. Are you still against Final Form Frieza, or are you in full power?
Oh wait, no, I think I still have the Whis active from last turn. He took 131 damage from AGL Frieza's super attack. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's an example of God Goku doesn't dodge, then Kale's just better defensively, because Kale just took 16k from his super attack.
Right, so...
Well, I mean, did yours have the guard up? Because it sounds like a lot, even with the guard.
No, 131, as in literally 131.
Kale, you got one super, you fraud. Ouch.
Who's going to be better here?
Why would you do that? Okay. Are you still
do
against
Do I rely on your favorite unit, AGL Super Saiyan Bardock?
Wait, you mean physical?
Yeah, sorry, physical, yeah.
You said AGL.
No, AGL, everyone's favorite. The big meme to pretend that he's good on Twitter for some reason.
The GOAT, yeah. I wonder if I should use the active skills here for the blue fusions. No, I shouldn't. I'm gonna save them.
Yeah, I just use the Whis. I can't trust him. That first hit, if it's just too dangerous. It's like I do really like physical Super Saiyan Bardock, but I understand like the criticism of him, right? Like if you take him into this event or any of the difficult events, like if you're not using a defensive item, that first hit can be like super scary.
Really bad, right?
Like normal attacks against some of the tougher bosses, that first hit does like 250k, like, and if that slot just so happens to be the super, then you're just dead. Like, and in his best case scenario, he gets hit. Then he gets hit again, so he's got his guard and the defense buff. Then he gets supered. Then he's alright. But it's like, you know, unless you're using a scouter effect and you know where that super attack is, like it can be pretty risky putting him in front of attacks sometimes. But
100% agree with you there. Okay, Kale, let's hope that you get a lot of crits in here. We got Gogeta Blue at the end. He's going to be able to crit. Well, he didn't. You know, the issue with Gogeta Blue right there, though, is that he didn't get any of his dodges off, right? So he doesn't have his full attack buff. Kale, what are you doing? You're just critting? At least I got the normal. You know, that like the little, like, I don't know if I can call it a glitch, but the normal attack thing where it skips all the normal attacks.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's useful for a race, though, so...
I mean, it's not like I can control that, right?
Like, that's been a thing. I can't remember. I think I mentioned it in a video a while ago now when it happened, like, during a recording. But, like, I haven't really thought about it for a while until you just brought it up again. But, like, that's been a thing in the game, I swear, for, like, years now. And I wonder, like, why that happens and why they haven't fixed it. Because that's been something that just happens, like, for ages, where it just skips out normal attacks for some reason.
Yeah.
Surely it's not intentional, but like they've obviously never fixed it, so I don't know.
Ouch.
Very strange. I wonder why it happens. Like,
okay, if the 70% chance does not come through here, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay. Okay. Whew, we're good. We're good. This is definitely an issue here. Okay. This could potentially be even death.
oh,
I don't know how hard this Frieza hits on these normals, but yeah, he's just attacking so many times at the front there. I might be okay here. It depends on where he super attacks. I couldn't get the Dokkan attack off. That sucks so bad.
Ooh.
Okay, okay, tech BB, please. Let's do like 5 supers and all of them crit. And we're good. We're good, right?
Dude, I'm glad my team has a lot of HP. God damn.
Yeah, that's one thing with this team. Doesn't have as much HP as the God Goku's team, right?
I just took 575k
so
damage
good.
from the super attack, so...
Ouch.
Oh no, that didn't kill him.
Oh,
Why
I'm
didn't it
good.
kill him?
I win. Yes, I'm good. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that was so close. If he supered right there, it would have been over.
When you say you win, do you mean you actually won, or you're going to win?
No, I killed him. He's done.
Oh, okay. Because Goku, my Goku is just killing him now. So.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, I mean, we could always tell by the time at the end too, right? But Kale
sucks
didn't get
'cause-
any additional supers. That would have been helpful. If she got one additional super in crit, I would have been able to get the active skills.
It sucks as well because I used the active skill for God Goku to transform, and the attack part like put him to basically like the tiniest sliver of health. So if that had killed him instead, I think I might have just won. Obviously, I won't know until I see the things side by side, but the active skill not killing him might have actually cost me. I don't know.
Ooh,
My time at the end is 11:46. So.
I'm 11:34.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not then.
Maybe not. Yeah, that's definitely a sizable amount of time.
That's like 10 seconds or 12 even. So pretty good.
Exactly. That was
Well,
fun.
there you go. So the Kale team came out on top in part 2 versus Frieza. Well done.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically what I said, right? If you can set the Kale team up, it's pretty nasty, right? Again, with the blue fusions, blue Gogeta, Piccolo, right? And even Kale and Caulifla, like at the end, they had over 500k defense and they got like 2 stacks, right? Which is pretty good.
Yeah, I imagine like if you had a run, like obviously not in a race, I guess, is because they don't do the most damage, right? Because they only stack defense. But like if you ran them on main rotation, like imagine how much defense they'd have by the time you get to the end. Like, that'd be crazy.
I got him to over 1 million defense once against the Sin Shenron fight. Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, these ones that can be like a little bit longer, like those kind of units go ham. But I mean, I guess that's always been like the events where like Kale and Caulifla have been good. So. But yeah, I may have lost, but it was fun, so I appreciated it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. So that's it for the race here again. If you haven't checked it out, feel free to check out part 1. And that's pretty much it. I'll try to come up with content because Dokkan is pretty dead until the World Tournament. Woo!
Yes, everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite. All right,
and then
that's it for
us
me.
over here on Global with absolutely no idea what they're going to do for the next, like, was it Golden Week last year was, I think, the 27th, right? So we're still just over 2 weeks away from Golden Week. And on Global, we have literally no idea, apart from new quest stages that are coming out on, I think, Tuesday. That, like, what else are they going to do? Who knows? So stay tuned.
Are you ready for the global filler banner with, who will be on there?
Yeah, the
Goku,
legendary summon banner.
yeah, with both Goku Piccolos and then Vegeta Nappa. It's great content. All right, but that's enough having fun with global shenanigans. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
See ya.